Namaste, friends. I'm Carter, and today we're going to be practicing yoga that invokes confidence whenever you're feeling small or insecure. Do this practice and allow that confidence to be abundant within the body. Let's get to our mat. All right, friends, let's start in child's pose. And there's a couple different variations. I'm going to give you a lot of variations within this practice so you can find what is supportive today. So a traditional child's pose is knees close together, big toes touch, forehead towards the ground, hands back towards the toes or ankles. If this is too much rounding for the spine, separate those knees nice and wide and extend the arms out in front of you. So whatever version supports the spine, move into that direction. For me, wide legs feels a little bit better. And so you find that position that works. And through this practice, it's going to be quite short, but it's going to be in ways that supports the needs of the body. And once we do that, we'll start to realize that that is enough. Meaning that we're not looking to push our bodies into any way, shape, or form. We are allowing our confidence to naturally bubble up from our divine nature, let's say. One deep inhalation, exhalation. And then very slowly bring yourself up in a table pose. Hands come under shoulders, knees under hips. Confidence comes from movement, any movement, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to shift the right hip out to the right, left hip out to the left. I'm just going to sway a little bit from side to side. Through inhalation, drop the belly a little bit, pull the heart forward, a gentle cow pose. You can keep that wagging too if you like. The exhalation tucks the chin, rounds the spine, tucks the tailbone. Although this is seemingly easy poses, it starts to move the spine and wake up spinal fluid. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Now let's keep in mind that it's not about the postures, the asana. Inhale, cow. It's about how we respond to them. Exhale, cat. Nice. Into neutral spine. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. Let's straighten that right leg and keep your right toes onto the ground. Push through the right heel. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders and your fingertips are spread nice and wide. From here, I want you to bring your awareness to your pelvis. So think about the two hip bones being like headlights and they're looking straight down. You can push through the right heel to feel the calf. If you feel like you need a little bit of power today, so if you want to wake up the body a little bit, you can press the floor away from you, so you create that space between the shoulder blades, and start to lift the left knee off the ground. Now that could be just a little bit. It could be as high as the belly button. You could even round a little bit with the spine. But wherever you are, give yourself a nice deep inhalation, slow exhalation. And if that knee is off the ground, let's lower it down. Lift the right toes off the ground, but keep the hips square. So what we don't want is to drop that left hip and lift the right hip. So keep that square. And you're not even going to lift the chin. You're just going to take the right knee towards the right arm. It may touch, it may not. You can actually move from, let's say, wrist all the way up to armpit, whatever's working for you. Extend and lengthen, and now we're going to lift that heel a little bit, and we're going to lift the chin. This will start to wake up the lower back. Or we'll take that right knee all the way towards that left arm. And again, it could be wrist, it could be elbow or armpit. And again, mine doesn't touch, and that's okay. Inhale, extend that leg, heel lifts, chin and chest, maybe a little bit higher now. And then draw that knee towards the belly button or the chest or the chin or the forehead. Gracefully step that right foot between the hands and then scoot that right foot a little bit forward. Draw your hips forward and down. Now, if your kneecap is feeling it, slide something soft underneath. It could be like a sock or a pillow or a blanket, towel. We're going to draw those hips forward. We're going to push the top of the left foot into the ground, and we're going to root into the right foot as we slowly bring ourselves up. Let's take the hand to that right knee, and now you can have this opportunity to adjust your stance a bit. You're going to draw the hips forward and back. You're going to tuck that tailbone just a little bit. Let's drop those arms, give them a little shake. And we'll interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe the elbows straighten, maybe they don't. Wrists may come together if you feel like you need it. Keep in mind, it's not, I'm going to say this a lot, it's not about your range of motion in asana. It's about the sensation and feeling you have within the practice, and that you're listening to your body. This will give us confidence. Trust into the body now, right? Trust the body sensation. And on your exhalation, release your arms. Take your hands around that right foot. Let's roll under the right heel. Let's keep the right knee bent. And draw the right hip back, left hip forward. So again, the hips or the pelvis is square to the front of the mat. You can soften or press the belly, chest towards the thigh. And bring your awareness to that sensation first and foremost. So with a gentle flex of the foot, a little bend in the knee, hips are pretty square. Where do you feel in the back of that right leg? Could be the lower back, could be the hip, hamstring, back of the knee, or calf. We're going to play with this for just a moment by bending and straightening that knee and flexing and relaxing the foot. Now, I just had a sensation show up in the bottom of my foot, which is always interesting, like the arch. So I just want you to bring your awareness to that, all those sensations. Find the sensation that works. Soften, don't press, and give yourself a moment to breathe. And again, this is enough. Even if the sensation is very subtle and gentle, it's enough. All right, let's bend the right knee, plant the right foot down. Let's roll over the left toes, lift the left knee. Now, let's step that back foot forward a few inches. And then we're going to lift on up into a crescent warrior, but with bent elbows, hands and elbows draw back. So with the right knee, it's bent, but how much it's bent is up to you. The back leg is straight and strong. We're squeezing the legs together, and we're going to take the right arm underneath the left arm. We're going to grab the shoulders. We're going to lift the elbows up, soften the shoulders down, and if you have the flexibility, you may want to take the right hand and grab the left wrist or palm. So then wherever you are with the hands together or the hands to the shoulders, you're going to unwind the arms, swivel that back foot so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. And then widen those stance a little bit. Open up those arms into warrior two. Again, the bend in the front knee, how much is up to you. And we're going to slide into reverse warrior. So left arm can drop down, right arm slides up and maybe over that right ear. Again, you can bend and straighten that front knee. You can take that back hand and rest it on the hip or behind the back. Any variation that works for you. I'm always up for curiosity and creativity in your practice. If you feel pain, it's not working, so do something else, okay? Take both hands down around your right foot. Let's step back into plank and lower to the floor. You could also lower to the knees first and lower to the ground. Squeeze your legs together, point your toes, press feet, hips, and hands down. Start by lifting just the chin. If you need a little bit more, you press the hands down and forward, lift the chest. And if you want to come into cobra pose, the rib cage come off the ground, belly button stays on the ground, elbows stay bent. So this is cobra, all right? Exhale, lower down, touch forehead. Inhale the table. A few rounds of cats and cows. Allow your breath to move your body. Inhalation is cow. Exhalation is cat. And you can do a little wag in there as well, maybe some barrel rolls, or maybe just kind of feeling what's going on. I just want you to move a bit. And once all that's taken care of, like you let all that movement soak in, the knees come a little closer together, the left knee straightens, the left toes on the ground. And before you do anything, square the pelvis to the floor. So left hip bone facing straight down. Push through the left heel, spread your fingertips nice and wide. Again, you're going to press the floor away, create space between the shoulder blades. And if you like, you can lift the right knee off the ground, maybe an inch or anywhere in between from belly. Creates definitely some heat and strength in body. This is not necessarily needed for confidence, although maybe. Knee comes down if it's lifted. Left toes come off the ground, keep the hips square. Roll the ankle, wiggle the toes. Left knee towards left arm. All right, again, could touch, maybe not. Send it back. Now we're gonna lift that heel lift the heel a little, as well as the chin. Left knee towards right arm. Don't rush through this. Inhale, send it back, lift chin and chest. And then the knee towards the belly, the chest, the chin. You can round a little bit through the spine and step the left foot forward. Now, if you can't get the left foot between the hands, no worries. You just put it where it is. Take the left hand back, bring it forward. Keep the hands down to start. Maybe I'm going to scoot myself back to the middle of my mat. Hips sink forward and down. You get that extension through the back leg where you can start to feel it in that right hip flexor. You can move that foot around. And then we're going to press top of the right foot into the ground. Press the left foot into the ground. Come on up. Once you come on up, adjust if you need it. Hips forward and back. Maybe tuck that tailbone a little bit. Maybe move that foot around. And once you find it, drop those hands, give them a little shake, maybe roll the shoulders. And then let's interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze shoulder blades together, maybe the elbows straighten, maybe you lift the heart. Again, for more sensation, the hips are going to sink forward and down. It can get quite intense, and I'm always okay with you vacillating towards and away from sensation. One more deep, full breath. Bring your awareness to the entire body. Unwind those fingers. Take the hands around that left foot. Again, we're going to move into it slowly. We're going to roll under the left heel. We're going to square our pelvis. So left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. We're going to soften the belly, chest towards the thigh. Then we're going to explore the back of that left leg. So again, could be lower back, could be hip, hamstring, anywhere in that back leg. And we're going to straighten and bend the left knee. You're going to move it around and be curious. You can flex and soften or even point the toes. Bring your awareness to all the sensations as you move into this pose. And you're welcome to play with that for a few moments. There is the option also is to find the sensation and soften, create stillness. I'm always supporting you in being creative with the sensation in the body. This does create a little bit of confidence as well, the trust of the body. Left knee bends, left foot finds the floor, roll over your right toes, lift your right knee, step your back foot forward just a bit. Stay on your toes. We're coming up into that variation of crescent warrior. But we're going to have those bent elbows again so we can open up through the heart. Up and down with the elbows. And then left arm underneath right arm to grab the shoulders. And maybe left hand grabs right wrist. Keep in mind you may be able to bind on one side and not the other. Pretty normal. Wherever your arms are, we're going to tuck the tailbone. Straighten and strengthen the back leg. Lift the gaze up. One more breath. Unwind those arms, twist to the right. Swivel that back foot so it's parallel to the short end of the mat, and then widen those stance. So I want you to be stable first. Then you can open up those arms. You can swivel the palms up and down, move the shoulders. You can bend and straighten that front knee. Let's come into reverse warrior. Right arm drops down, or maybe on the hip or behind the back. Left arm reaches up and over. And again, in reverse warrior, you can bend that left knee more as you bring awareness to the right groin. You can even straighten that left knee to find that side bend through the side body. Another big inhale, slow exhale. Move the chin left and right. Nice. And on your exhalation, take both hands down around that left foot. Step back into plank. Lower all the way to the floor. Squeeze the legs together. Push feet, hips, and hands down. Lift chin, lift chest, lift rib cage, whatever's working for you. A moment. Exhale, lower down, touch forehead. Inhale, table pose. neutral spine. Lift the feet up, cross at the ankles. Roll over your feet. Find your way to your seat as you bring the soles of your feet together. Scoot your heels towards you. If you're having problems keeping a straight spine, keep your hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift the heart, invite the knees down. It's a nice pose here. From here, you can always walk the hands a little bit closer, bring the belly button towards the heels. But if your shoulders do pass your hips and you're okay with a straight spine coming forward, grab the feet, ankles, or shins, come forward. If you're looking like you're a little bit more flexible and need more sensation, take the elbows out. And instead of pressing just down, think a little bit of space, so press out and down. Movement left and right gives you a sense of the edges. Relax your jaw, deepen your breath. A moment. Let's inhale, come on up. Slide your right shin in front of your left shin, and let's twist to the left. So, twist to the right. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand to the floor, and give yourself a gentle twist. Through inhalation, long spine, shoulders down and away from the ears. The arms are doing a little bit of the work here. Come back to center. Grab the outsides of the knees, lift them on up, and lean back. Let's just lift the feet off the ground for a moment. Space between shoulder, collarbones, heart lifts. And then we're going to cross left shin in front of right shin, bring it back on down, and let's twist to the left. Right hand to the left knee, left hand to the floor by the hip or spine. Long spine, gentle twist. We like to start mid-spine first, so like we're below the shoulder blades. Then we draw the belly in and think a little bit of a lower back. And then we draw that left shoulder back for upper back. Gaze is towards the left thumb. Relax the jaw. Inhale, come back to center. Let's grab the outsides of the knees again. As we lean back, lift the feet up off the ground. We can grab and hold the knees. Bring yourself up, comfortable seat. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. On your inhalation, press your belly out. Exhalation, belly drops in. Bring the hands together, thumbs towards the heart. Thanks for practicing with me today. Namaste. Nice work, yogis. If you like this practice and want to do this and more classes similar and longer, check out my recorded class vault at yogawithcarter.com. Until then, have a great day. Keep practicing. Peace.